Welcome to AwakeningYOU channel. We hope you found something here that sparked your interest and assists you in your awakening journey. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Today I will comment on Chapter 5 of Book 2 of Telos. This is a very important chapter, and I would like each of you to read it carefully. I will comment here on the main points, but it is important that each one of you read and realize in your heart all the truths that were told to you, and that you will be able to question from now on. The focus of this chapter, for the most part, is on plants that take away consciousness, or that you have come to believe that bring you into contact with high vibrational energies. I can assure you that many of these plants were created by Father or Mother God a long time ago, to help us access information and more easily meet our higher masters, but never on the run from reality. We used these plants for our own growth, for our own evolution, not recreationally or as something to be discovered out of curiosity. They were highly vibrant plants where when we used them our vibration became as high as theirs, and we could thus raise our vibrations and have contacts with more evolved beings. But what happened? With the fall of consciousness, these plants could no longer continue having the same fundamentals, so they were modified, no longer to bring vibration and contact with superior beings. On the contrary, they were modified so that the vibration was lowered, and many become addicted or dependent. As I said at the beginning, it is necessary that you read it very carefully, because many here use these substances believing that they are having some contact with superior beings. I would say to you that everything is an illusion, everything is a big theater formed by the energies that you are put in contact with. Many may ask me, but we do it with guidance, we do it with control of high vibration beings. So I ask you, why do you need a shortcut to find out or to know about something that has a higher vibration? What are you looking for, skipping a step on your path? Do you think that by running this path you will reach contact with superior beings faster? I repeat again, pure illusion. Those who control your experience, how much do they control? How much is your mind allowing itself to be controlled by them? And what do they control? They try to control the environment you are heading towards, they try to bring you a high vibration, an environment of light, so that you can even effectively have your contacts. But is your mind prepared for this control, or will your mind be stronger and try to participate or experience it to the bottom? If I can give you some advice here, I would say that any attempt is too risky, even with controlling access to the higher realms through your plants, because they are not the original plants that Father or Mother God created, they have been modified exactly so that do not allow such contacts. So there is a huge opposing force that tries to pull you to the side of the light, but it will depend more on your awareness than on their control. So why try it? You want to know things about your life, or you want to have contacts, do your own journey of evolution. Many souls arrived on this planet, young people who came with a mission, to be ready to be pillars of light at the moment of ascension. But what happened to these young people? They were deceived that they could have any kind of drug addiction and get away with it, not impunity towards Father or Mother God, it is impunity towards their own walk. What makes a drug? It alters consciousness, takes it away from reality, creates illusory worlds, because many of these young people were not taught to find the light within themselves, they were not taught to have God, Father or Mother in their heart. They were taught to seek outside everything that they did not find, then they take drugs and in that moment they escape reality. That is a moment of pleasure. At what price? At what cost? As stated in the chapter, drugs alter consciousness and lower the vibration to the maximum. And then what happens? There are energies on the astral plane with consciousness that feed on your weaknesses, they live because they find food in you. So, when a young person takes drugs and extremely lowers his vibration, he attracts these consciousnesses, serpentoids, often huge, that take every form of the body and start to feed on that addiction, physically and mentally altering that host, making him feel more and more the need to take drugs, because that drug is the food of that entity. And they are literally being taken to the underworld of their world, because they do anything to be able to get high, and literally to the underworld of energies, where it will be very difficult for them to recover. But everything is choices. Is there no way out for these young people? There is always a way out, but a choice must be made, a choice, to get out of it all, to find what they are looking for in drugs within oneself, to get back in touch with the source, with the higher self. This will be the first step. Will healing happen quickly? It depends on each case, but certainly the vast majority of young people who came to this planet to be pillars of light will not be able to do so, because even if they abandon drugs today they will not be able to be pillars of light, because the body will be so weakened, not just the physical body, but all other bodies, etheric, emotional, will be in shambles and will have to be repaired. What do you look for when you get high? An escape from reality, a moment of ephemeral pleasure? I assure you, they are ephemeral pleasures. More and more you will delve into these energies to achieve something that you will not, because the balance, the light and the love are within you, not outside. I'm not here trying to change anyone's mind. This is a choice that needs to be made, not imposed, not asked. Everyone, not just young people, because we also have addicted adults, needs to make their own choice and stop fooling themselves that, weed A or weed B takes me to a higher state of elevation, because this does not exist, this is an illusion. You are being deluded by those entities that are there, at that point when you take drugs. One day you will have access to these plants again, but in your current world they have been contaminated, they have been modified. Many have a medicinal role, like marijuana, but it was also changed. Why? Look at the drug industries. Today there are some studies about this and they have been successful, but they are not those drugs created by God the Father or Mother. Even with all the effect that is being discovered they continue to be manipulated. So, I would stay here for a long time talking, and many would continue to contest. So it is necessary that each one of you read the theme of this chapter with a lot of heart, with a lot of love, and if you are immersed in this world, I hope that when you finish reading it, you make a new choice. Will there be time for you to clean yourself up to ascension? This answer I cannot give you, because it depends how deep you are. Now also don't choose, so if I'm not going to ascend I'll continue. Remember you will be signing all the difficulties of your next incarnation, or what do you think, that you will reincarnate beautiful and perfect, in spite of everything you did with the body by the drugs? Think what you will have to go through to learn the lesson. So don't push for tomorrow a decision that can be made now, but as we always say, it's all about choices. And at this moment in each one's journey, each one is making choices, in every sense. Life will not end here. You will continue reincarnating, if not here on Earth, on other planets, and everything you are sowing today, you will reap later on, this will not change. So why not change the course of this story today, now? It is a question of how important your search is, for your inner energy, for love and for your own evolution.